Developing this morning, another case of go woke, go broke, and this time Netflix feeling the heat. Over the past week, Netflix has lost $15 billion in market value after users canceled their subscriptions. Earlier this week, Elon Musk began the calls for a boycott after Netflix premiered a show called Dead End Paranormal Park, which Musk said pushes transgender ideology. That animated series has a transgender main character and was designated as appropriate for kids as young as 7 years old. The controversial cartoon caused a firestorm online when social media influencer posting. Netflix is an activist outfit hell-bent on ideological indoctrination. As part of its fund for creative equity, it has given hundreds of thousands of dollars to the Transgender Film Center in order to bring more trans-made stories to the world. Developing this more.
Good morning, Owasso. This is the Twins with Owasso Live, and this is the Morning Loop. Well, if you didn't see it last week, Elon Musk made that tweet about that Paranorman show or whatever you call it. And, you know, again, if you've been paying attention to the culture war, if you've been paying attention to what's going on, Elon Musk is 2 years late to this party. I mean, it's good that he, like, as somebody as high profile as Elon Musk saw this, but we've been talking about this for, like, years now. Again, this show had its seasons and ran and was canceled 2 years ago. This Paranorman show, right, Chad?
Yes, Paranorman.
So, and again, this is people have. You can go back and you can talk about. You can see other conservative people already talking about this. Other people like Nerdrotic is somebody who would have been talking about this a while ago. So this is one of those things where...
Well, but that's, again, it's what we talked about before that nobody else talks about. It's like, those are the guys that, like, Ben Shapiro, Michael Knowles, and Andrew Klavan and Matt Walsh would make fun of it. Stop talking about video game stuff and grow up.
Stop
it's like,
talking
no.
about culture, video games, movies, comic books. This stuff is the stuff that your kids consume. It's the stuff that, you know, we grew up with, stuff that we enjoy still.
Yeah.
It's like, of course we care about it because they're... I mean, I guess they're bastardizing the intellectual properties we grew up with and ruining them.
Yes.
For the sake of LGBTQ, trans, whatever.
Yeah. Can you imagine that there was a time back in the 90s and 2000s, at least that's as long as we've been alive, that your parents could turn on cartoons and walk out of the room without having to worry about you being indoctrinated.
Long gone are those days. You know, it's like long gone are the days where mom and dad would turn on Blue's Clues and walk out, and like you wouldn't have to worry about it. Just be like you just have Steve telling you where Blue's going to find a clue.
Yeah,
you know,
or Mr. Rogers,
but
or
whatever.
But
that's what they want. They want that to continue, so people will watch things like this Paranorman show. It's like, oh, this is on Netflix Kids, therefore it's kid friendly. Like you have to pay. Like we no longer live in a society where you can just assume that the programming for this week is going to be okay. If you're going to let your kids watch a show, you got to watch the entire season. You got to screen it. You got to look up reviews of the show. You got to watch the entire season before you allow them to watch it. Or you got to actively watch it with them and be like, hey, that's weird stuff you're being told on the TV.
Which is like, I mean, weirdly enough, I mean, it's kind of funny that we're getting into this because this is culture war stuff. It's like, but this is literally why people watch people play video games. And I was like, is this video game worth my time to get?
Yes. I mean, again, some people would do playthroughs and be like, hey, this game is, while it's fun, I don't think it's worth $60 on release. I don't think it's worth the pre-order. I mean, again, that's why Twitch and all this stuff blew up because do I want to, because it is an investment to get a video game.
Video games now are like, what, $70, $80 now, and they don't have half the stuff in them that games from back in the early 2000s had, which were like $60.
Basically, the reason I would buy video games was for the campaign. Like, online was just kind of a bonus if the game was really good.
Yeah,
but yeah,
it had a good multiplayer.
Yeah, you buy the games for the campaign. Like that's why I followed the story of Halo. Call of Duty's, this campaigns were all right. You know, they just weren't as good, and I just wasn't as fan as the online version of Call of Duty because it kind of got away from couch gaming. You know,
couch co-op. Yeah,
yeah. Halo was the only one that had couch co-op online. So again, we're kind of getting off topic, but this is why you have to be aware of what your kids are consuming.
Yeah, and
again, because you can't just turn on the TV on Netflix Kids or on Disney Kids and expect them not to be propagandized to, because it's got like this stuff is not going to happen on the first 3 or 4 episodes. This is going to happen on episode 8 when you're like, okay, the show's safe. They're going to get you then.
Yeah. Sad that you have to literally watch a cartoon before you allow your kids to watch a cartoon nowadays.
Yes.
Is basically the point we're getting at. 'Cause make sure there's no indoctrination stuff in there that they're trying to trans your kids or gay your kids.
Yeah,
or
and we can talk about it if we want, but go ahead and start jumping into the article.
Well, here's the article here.
Videos.
This is from USA Today. Elon Musk wants us to cancel Netflix over trans characters. I don't blame him. Opinion from Nicole Russell. Why does it seem like only conservatives are willing to draw the line when it comes to children's entertainment? Elon Musk is on the warpath again. This time he is campaigning against Netflix over a transgender-related content in a child's program streaming on its platform. On October 2nd, the Tesla CEO posted that he had canceled his Netflix account. He also has been urging others to boycott it too. So far, Elon Musk has targeted IR. The IR has caused Netflix stock prices to drop more than 2%. As a mom of four, I don't blame him. I'm sick of seeing platforms with massive influence. Netflix boasted nearly 300 million users worldwide in 2024, hosting content aimed at children with blatantly gender-related sexual themes. It's unnecessary and inappropriate. It's like, yeah, kids don't need to be worrying. Children, especially children of that young of age, are not thinking on sexual terms yet. Mm-hmm. Only a groomer, pedophile type person would be like, oh, let's get you sexually active right now.
Yeah, and they will come at you under the guise of tolerance, under empathy. It's like, oh, these people, they just want to live their authentic self's lives. And again, I don't care. Like, you can say that you are an Apache attack helicopter. It doesn't make you one. Mm-hmm. A man can claim he's a woman. Doesn't make you one. You know,
yeah.
Like
when you go to marry a man, supposedly, you know, if you're a transgender person, you're going to marry a man, and you tell him, oh, I can't have kids, you're going to ruin that person's life. You're like, hey, you lied to me this entire time. I'm out.
Yeah. So go ahead, keep going.
So Netflix hosts inappropriate content aimed at kids. Conservatives and Musk being called for a boycott after learning that the show on Netflix, Dead End Paranormal Park, a animated fantasy series based on the graphic novel, features a transgender character. Variety reported that Netflix originally streamed for 20 episodes across 2 seasons in 2022 and was not renewed for a 3rd season, but is still on Netflix. Netflix has the show rated at TV Y7, which means Youth 7 Up, which means it is being targeted at children, indicating that it is suitable for children ages 7 or older. Transformers Earthspark, a child show on Netflix, sparked backlash in 2023 after featuring the first non-binary character, which that's the one you remember that it was Starscream was like, he or him just doesn't work for me anymore, and there's like, not today.
Yeah, then Optimus Prime blows them apart. But it obviously it was from the live action Transformers talking about a cartoon, but yeah, it was a funny meme. Maybe you could find that real quick. But yeah,
right,
again,
I'll try finding it.
It's in everything. They're putting it in everything. Again, it's like robots can't identify as male or female anyway. They're robots, you know? They're androgynous.
Yeah. But that's the thing. They're taking, and this is what those guys that we just talked about before that talk about all these culture war topics is they're taking your original IP, Star Wars, Transformers, whatever, and they're putting their gaying
it up.
Exactly.
That's gaying it up for you. They're like, yeah, let's throw in a empowered woman character. Let's throw in a couple of queers.
Exactly. So it's like when you watch it, you go, oh, because you're not thinking as an adult, you're going, oh, Transformers. I loved Transformers as a kid. I'll let my kid watch it. You're not realizing that, oh, Starscream's going to talk about how he's non-binary today, and then you come and go, what is this? The Transformers didn't do this when I was a kid.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the other thing, too. It's like, remember the He-Man reboot, and everyone was like, they ruined He-Man. It's like, they bring somebody in, they ruin an IP, and then they go, well, we can, now that this IP's ruined, we can revitalize it with gay and lesbian characters. So whenever you watch a show that, you know, or something that happens to a franchise that you like, you're like, what happened to Transformers? What happened to He-Man? It's like, well, we ruined the IP when we tried to do the reboot, so now it's ruined, we can justify doing whatever we want to it. It's like, now we can just, He-Man's gay and trans now, and it's She-Man now.
Yeah, She-Man.
Yeah, so it's, they can do whatever they want after they ruin these stories.
Yeah.
And then they'll blame you for not being tolerant for watching. It's like,
how dare you not like the show?
Hey, man-child, like, why are you watching this show? I don't know. I enjoyed watching it as a kid, and I think I would like to watch it with my kids and enjoy something that I enjoyed in my youth with them. It's like, sorry, kids, this show sucks. You know, like, sorry for making this recommendation, kids. you know, it's like, you suck, Dad. We hate you.
We'll just go back and watch my old ones from back in the day that I still have on DVD.
Yeah, on DVD or VHS or whatever you have on Laserdisc.
disc.
On laser disc.
Yeah.
The strangest part about these shows is that they're made to entertain children, but this isn't a typical children's content. It's quite rare for young children to question their gender or sexuality or sexual orientation, especially prior to puberty. A 2023 study on the topic of transgender children and young people concluded that gender dysphoria is relatively rare among young children, and that many children who show gender dysphoria before puberty do not come to do so during and after puberty changes occur. So basically they're saying that, hey, they grow out of it. They literally grow out of it. I have spent the past 18 years raising kids. I had challenged any parent to observe how often gender, sexual orientation, or even sex comes up with their young children naturally. However, if these topics are featured in aims directly at younger kids, they may be exposed to content that is too mature for them. While creators of the show like this may feature transgender or non-binary characters to their show, young audiences, the importance of inclusivity and acceptance and intro of content like this at such a young age might wind up being more confusing to kids who are not thinking about these things yet at all. Sex and sexuality and gender are topics better left for parents to handle. Why can't we just let kids be kids? So far, the show that has caused the most Musk to advocate for the Netflix boycott seems to be drawing the ire from conservatives. I find this perplexing. Conservatives and liberals disagree on politics related to issues like bathroom use for transgender kids in schools or whether or not transgender athletes should be allowed to play on girls' sports team. But why does it seem like conservatives are willing to draw the line when it comes to entertainment, addressing topics like gender identity or sexual orientation rather than gay or straight? In a few years, Americans will look back at this period of time when entertainment industry, education leaders, and government officials supported both the medical and social transition of minors with shock and perhaps even disdain. Encouraging a child to embrace the gender identity opposite to their biological sex encourages a child to reject truth, reality, science, policies that often erode or erase female spaces and privacies altogether. This lady is like hitting it in the ballpark right now. Yeah. We are already beginning to see a shift now. A 2025 Pew Research Poll Center has found that 66% of Americans favor policies that require trans athletes to compete on teams that match their sex assigned at birth. And it's healthy for a society to encourage children to think critically and seek objective truth. It's a parent's job to ensure that the entertainment that they consume is suitable for children, but Netflix should be more careful at the programs it's marketing to children, or its executives might find themselves losing an end of a targeting campaign by the world's richest man on a mission. Yep, Nicole Russell, columnist for the USA Today.
Again, but that's assuming Netflix cares or has any moral principles. They don't.
Yeah.
They've already, I mean, as you saw in the opening video, I mean, they have funding. They get subsidies for funding this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, again, if you have a DEI program, it's like, remember, if you hire X amount of DEI actors or have X amount of DEI employees, the CEOs of the companies get like a $3 million bonus, regardless of whether or not the company turns a profit. So it's like you tell the Netflix CEO, by the way, hire this amount of black people, this many women, this many minorities or whatever. It's like, and we'll give you an additional $3 million.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Mm-hmm. Which brings me up to the first little video that I have pulled up here. Yikes. Ada Twist, Scientist, a show for 7-year-olds on Netflix, showcases young students coming together to set up and celebrate their teacher's gay wedding. Oh, and Barack Obama and Michelle Obama are the show's executive producers. So let's check this out. We're just going to watch a short little clip from this.
Okay, I've got eyes on the cake. Flowers are inbound. People, there's my glitter. This is Cherry Chip, reporting from the wedding of the year. Everyone's favorite karate instructor, Sensei Dave, will be marrying mixed martial arts champion Jiu-Jitsu Joe.
He's the undisputed champion of my heart.
The most unlikely group of people to like be in a gay relationship, MMA fighters. Mm-hmm. Yeah, get wrecked.
But that's the thing. They're trying to like, hey, it's okay to be super masculine and gay at the same time. Just like no, things that never happened for 500.
Yeah. I'm the best MMA fighter in the world. By the way, I'm also like men.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, no, man, no. This is crazy. And again, Barack Obama and Michelle Obama are the executive producers on this show. This is just cultural indoctrination of your kids. It's like, again, toxic empathy, tolerance for everybody. There is no wrong anymore. And again, actually, no, we'll keep watching, and I'll bring up my other subjects here. But yeah.
Next one. OMG. Coco Melon Lane, a Netflix show for children, showcases a little boy in a dress dancing for his 2 gay dads, which that doesn't have any, sexual connotations right there. Mm-hmm.
Gross.
We know about you. You love to get up and dance. How about you break out those moves?
Could see they're not erasing gingers out of out of the film industry. Usually they replace gingers with black guys.
All right, we're done with that.
Yeah,
I
again,
can't take that.
that's crazy. Again, this is what your kids will be consuming. If you just passively turn on TV, this is what you're going to get. I mean, this is gross. And we were talking about this earlier today, but it's like, what happened to, like, the bigot character in all the shows? Like, the one who's like, that's wrong, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
It's like, where's that character? I miss that character. Like, it's like the guy that everyone always thumb their nose at, being like, you just need to be more tolerant. We don't like you. No bigots on my ship. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that character is surprisingly based and grounded. Where did that character go? But again, that's how far this indoctrination process has gone. It's like they don't think they need that character anymore because they've changed the culture so much to love, tolerance, and acceptance that it's whatever they can do whatever they want. It's like, no, this show is implying that this is normal. The show before that is implying that this is just normal. And that's what they want you to believe, but I mean, it's not. I mean, how many of you are like, yeah, woohoo? Oh gosh, you found it.
I did find it. It just took me a second. Pull it in over here. There we go.
And here's Transformers, guys.
Pronouns are they, them.
He or she just doesn't fit who I am.
Not today.
Based Optimus Prime. Oh man, I love it.
Oh
But
my God.
Again, if you were somebody who, like me, grew up watching Transformers as a kid, and you were a parent right now, and you just like, oh, my kids would love watching Transformers. This is the Transformers they would get.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what the heck is this?
Gay Transformers.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So I guess that's why it's called Transformers.
Yes, Transformers. I mean, Flash Kids made a cartoon about Transformers. It
Yes,
was
they
hilarious.
did. We couldn't even show that because of how risque it is.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, we'll get to the next one here, which, let's see here. Let's do this one. I think is the most pervasive. Like talking about like taking IPs and ruining them. This is Camp Cretaceous, which is a Jurassic
World series.
Yeah, on Netflix. And then they just hit you with this just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But first, yes, you were trying to tell me something before.
What?
Earlier, in the lift, before the Nothosaurus went all crazy. It seems super important.
It was. The truth is, Sammy, I've fallen for you.
Someone give that girl the Oscar. She's acting so
Hard.
well.
Real hard.
I don't even believe the cartoons believe that that's the case.
I heard you earlier. I just wanted to hear you say it again because I've been wanting to hear you say that since I don't even know when.
Yep.
There you go. An on-screen lesbian kiss for your kids to consume. And again, it's like what I told you. This is not going to happen in the first couple of episodes. This is going to be at the end of the show or at the end of the season when you're like, you've watched the first couple of episodes. Oh, okay, this is fun. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But this will come in episode 8, 9, whenever you're not paying attention. Whenever your kids are watching this, like, oh, okay. It's like little daughters watching this. So this is normal, right, Mom? No. Again, they're squeezing this crap in wherever they can. Give them an inch, they take a mile. Like this, kids shows. You just turn on TV, walk out of the room, be like, hey, it's Friday night, and we don't have anything planned, so I'm just gonna let my kids watch Netflix in the room all night, and that's what you're gonna get. And they're gonna be indoctrinated with this kind of stuff, and then join certain social groups, and then accept craziness. Again, you have to be directly involved. You have to be consuming the same stuff your kids are consuming. You know, you can't just passively consume it.
Yeah. Like that, this is, keeps going. Like I said, this is Disney Pixar's all LGBTQ character scenes from Disney's Pixar movies to date.
That's
Lose the
Lightyear.
music so that way we don't get any copyright
Yeah.
strike. Yeah, Buzz Lightyear, that Lightyear movie.
Yep. Oh wow, how progressive, how tolerant.
Baymax 2002. This must have been straight to DVD thing. I didn't even hear about this.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be fun if me and you went to a place, or perhaps a thing, together.
Are you asking me on a date?
Your pulse and heartbeat have quickened.
No? Yes. Yes.
Great. Sounds fun.
The world's clearly changed. And it continues to change. And though we can't live like we did in the past, we've now given ourselves a better chance at a future.
Don't hate us.
Actually,
Anyway,
you really
that's
haven't.
Little Sib Blake and her girlfriend Ghibli.
What's up?
They're students at Element City School for the Arts.
Yeah, following in Mom's wake.
Oh, nonsense. I'm just an architect.
Taco. That's it.
Yep. But again, guys, I mean, they're just cramming it in everywhere, every chance they get. I mean, even Star Wars, they had two girls kissing in the background, then they took it out for the Chinese audience. So again, it only goes as far as they can program the propaganda here in the West. Like, they won't do it for other countries. Like China, like, oh, we want to sell this movie to China. Well, let's cut out that scene.
Yep. Said they won't do it in countries that are supposedly, better than America, by the left's logic. Like, oh, they're more diverse than we are.
But I mean, they're all Chinese.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they're all Chinese, and two is like.
But again, diversity is just no white people.
Yeah, exactly. That's the left's idea of diversity. And then there's this one right here. Wow, Netflix is streaming a PG-rated documentary about radical trans activists who took hormone blockers as a child before undergoing genital mutilation surgery once they turned 18. This documentary glorifies children becoming transgender and promotes chemical and surgical castration. So check this out.
Keep thinking of the moments that have led me here.
How do you feel about the treatment that you want to have?
I feel good about that, because then I won't go into a boy helping himself.
The winner of the Young People's Human Rights Medal for 2017 is Georgie Stone.
My name is Georgie Stone. I'm 15 years old. For the last 5 years, court has played a big part in my family's life.
To have a complete stranger having to make a decision about my body was really distressing, and I felt really powerless.
I want to make sure this doesn't
15-year-old
play the
boy
same
decide
part
that he's a
in
girl
anyone else's life.
at 15 is crazy. And they're trying to make that normal. It's like, no, this is normal. Kids want to be this way.
We are protecting and looking after trans kids in Australia.
I've always known who I am. I've always been a girl.
I mean, you notice in that, did you see Dad at all in that?
Nope.
I only saw
Never see
Mom.
Dad.
Toxic, empathetic mom. And again, to us, like when I would watch this, Christian conservatives would watch this as a horror movie. And, people on the left watch it as an inspirational story. It's like, again, this is how divided our worldviews are. And again, where's Dad? That's a big question right there. I mean, do you think this kid would have turned out the way it was if you had a strong masculine figure in the home?
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
This is it always comes from like mothers that have like nothing else to offer, that want to be like, they want to have something to talk about at the water cooler, at the
again, it's
playground.
like there is no altar that leftist or liberal women will not sacrifice their children on. It's like, I sacrifice my son's genitals on the altar of progressivism. I'll never be a grandmother now. But I mean, and even now, it's like, that's not even true, because they'll be like, well, we can just, keep some of the sperm from his balls, and then we can find a donor, and then you can buy a kid, essentially. Mm-hmm. But you can rent a womb.
Yeah. Sickening stuff.
So again, this toxic mom did this to her son, and now she's never going to have grandkids. It's like, lady, you're going to grow up, you're going to grow old with this monstrosity 15-year-old kid that you turned into a girl, and you're only going to have each other at the end of the day, and you're not going to have a lineage. Your line dies with you. Again, I mean, that used to be how the gays would go. It'd be like the gays opt out of kids, But now it's like, no, we demand marriage, we demand kids, and we demand women's wombs to rent for incubating our babies.
Yep, pretty much. Like, yeah, it's funny. They're always like, we're just gonna turn into what's that? And the Handmaid's Tale is like, yeah, you know who's turning you into Handmaid's Tale? Gays that want to rent your womb and only use you as a baby factory. Like, at least your husband loves you
under the and you're gonna do it under the guise of like a better world, or again, toxic empathy is what I call it. It's like, oh, I'm such a good person for growing a kid that, again, your kid. That's your egg in there, and that's somebody else, some gay dude's sperm. And you're going to grow that kid, and you're going to get, I mean, again, and this is why they're teaching women to, like, all those, maternal instincts that they have, to, like, whenever, like, literally, like, I remember listening to a girl who got pregnant in high school talk about how she was talking about giving her baby up for adoption. The first time she felt the baby kick, it changed her mind about giving the kid up for adoption. That's a maternal instinct kicking in.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, this is your kid. It's your child. That love that you feel, it's instinctual. It's innate.
Mm-hmm.
But here we go, you know.
Which, again, this is why we have this next thing pulled up. And this just goes to show you, is like, the left is pushing this everywhere. Like, it's in schools. It's in your kids' cartoons. It's in politics.
It's in policy. And the politicians don't even know that it's in there.
Yeah. The guy that wrote it, or the guy that supposedly wrote it and, like, approved this bill, doesn't know about it. So that goes to show you how much that they care. Like, this is why your politicians aren't doing crap. Other people are writing, at least the Democrat ones anyway. Mm-hmm. Other people are writing these bills, and they're just like, okay, it's good. So there's a face. Like, literally, your liberal politicians are just a face, a pretty face to push this radical ideology stuff. So check this out. Oh, I'll read it real quick. President Trump, the crime... we can stop crime by sending in the National Guard. Leftists, we can stop crime by investing in safe space initiatives led by lesbian, gay, bisexual, two-spirited, trans, non-gender, non-conforming people.
Ah, of course. That makes perfect sense. I feel safer already.
We need to invest in programs that acknowledge the need for safe space initiatives led by lesbian, gay, bisexual, two-spirit, trans.
I like this guy right here. His like intern or whatever this is, his gopher back here is cracking
Just
up when it starts reading that.
Trans and gender non-conforming people. What's two-spirit?
Well, look, I don't know exactly. You guys are pulling some interesting quotes.
This
here.
is from your report.
Look at if you look.
That's what you guys are pulling some interesting stuff. This is your report. And he's just going to obfuscate right now and pretend like it's not his. So
I didn't write the report, but he doesn't have the nuts to say I didn't write the report.
Mm-hmm.
He just goes, you're pulling something out I'm not sure about. It's like, then why did you write it?
Mm-hmm. So let's keep going.
Look at the report. The focus is on investing in violence intervention, outreach workers.
What is you
victim
say? You
services.
say that you shouldn't invest in the police, but we ought to invest in two-spirit community programs that acknowledge two-spirit.
Look, we are not going to discriminate
what
against
is that?
We're not going to discriminate against any nonprofit that
What
wants
is
to
a
help us
two-spirit?
prevent violence.
What
in our
is
community.
two-spirit? You say don't fund the police, but do fund programs that create safe spaces for two-spirit people. What is? I just want to know. I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is.
Well, I honestly, I'm not completely aware of the language or the
You wrote
spirit
the
of how that was
report?
written. But what I'm telling you is,
You wrote the report.
Again, but this goes to show you, too, that, like, I mean, as funny as this is to watch, it's sad because this is such a waste of time and taxpayer dollars. Like, I mean, like, this is all performative. Any single congressional hearing you've ever watched or looked at is performative.
Yeah, nothing.
I mean, nothing ever
from
comes of it.
Nothing has ever come from a congressional hearing.
Like when Trump got impeached, what happened after Trump got impeached? Did they kick him out of office? I'm pretty sure he finished his term in the first cycle.
Mm-hmm.
Like what are we talking about here? Yeah. Like impeachment just means he said something uncouth, and we want to put something on paper that says that we impeached him.
Yeah.
It's like, and again, I think people are under the misconception that impeachment means that you're thrown out of office.
Like, yeah, no, it doesn't. Like, I just
Bill
remember,
Clinton was impeached. He still finished his term.
Yeah. Well, even getting back out of that is like Thomas Sowell talked about this. He goes, I went and testified before Congress, and I thought that, the world was going to change because of what I said. He goes, walked out of there, nothing happened.
Yeah.
Not a dang thing happened from my testimony that I gave.
Yeah. I mean, the politicians are effectively useless.
Mm-hmm.
This is just, again, it's all performative drama.
is that what we
What is a
advocate for?
two-spirit individual? I mean, really, this is your policymaker's playbook. You are the witness called by the Democrats on this committee, so I assume you reflect their views.
Well,
you don't want to fund the police. You want to fund safe spaces for two-spirit individuals. What is a two-spirit person?
I feel like I'm looking at a two-faced individual because you talk about
Oh,
reducing
no, sir.
violence.
You're looking at somebody who's
You're also
reading you
speaking
your
out
own
against
words, and I'd like to hear an
violence
answer.
programs.
Here's the answer. The answer is you don't have any solutions. You want to invest in gobbledygook and take away money from police officers who actually keep our communities safe, and when you're called on the record, you deny it. We do need...
Yep. 100%. That's why I wanted to finish this, because he's like, I'm looking at a two-faced individual. The language in there is not what you
and again, it's
on.
all about burns. You know, it's like, oh, Two-Faced, you got me. I mean, it's all about zingers and burns. There's no changing people's minds in these things. Again, but these aren't done for them. They're not done for the politicians. They're done for the person who's watching who might not have picked a side yet.
Yeah.
That's what those are done for.
Yes. Which brings me up to the memes now. And again, we show this one all the time. You Christians keep shoving your beliefs down people's throats. How was school? And he starts puking up Democratic rainbow talking points.
Yeah. I mean, again, that is a perfect summary of what's going on right now.
Your kids are being indoctrinated at school by their cartoons.
By everything in media.
By everything in media. And then we got to go get all this politics be played on this, as we just saw from that last video.
Absolutely.
Next one I have pulled up here, again, the slippery slope, which we show this one all the time. Let us get married. Just let us get married. Just bake our cake. That's all. Just use our pronouns. Just let us dance drag for your children. Let teachers choose your kid's gender. Let us buy infants from surrogates. The demons are telling me to kill Christians. And then again, you are here now. You must die. You are a right-wing extremist. Charlie Kirk. Let's just have a discussion.
Yep. Again, slippery slope fallacy is not a fallacy. It's real. It's real. And it's deliberate on the left. It's not a slope to them. It's all deliberate. Yeah. They're going to gaslight you, say, you're crazy for thinking that. And then it's not even a year goes by, and it's like, oh, nope, it's already been proven to be true. So do not give these people an inch. We got to draw the line in the sand and say it's not moving. It's not moving anymore.
100%. Then, of course, this meme right here is great. Kids shows today, gay kiss scenes, trans stuff, non-binary characters, and then kids shows when I was a kid. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. Leviticus 19:18 from VeggieTales.
Yeah. Again, I mean, even if you don't go as far as VeggieTales, I mean, it was so benign when we were kids. Like, again, Blue's Clues was the thing that parents would just turn off their brains and let their kids watch, But now it's all kinds of stuff.
0 days without having to cancel Netflix because of some weird sexualized kids show.
Yeah.
Love that. Next one we have here. What if we made a show that didn't teach kids trans stuff on Netflix?
No. We have to do it.
Just letting kids just existing Netflix with a rainbow freaking tube.
Yep. Blasting it on them.
Oh, yeah. How many trans characters should we put in the next cartoon about woodland creatures? Netflix.
100 times?
More.
200 times?
More.
500 times?
Probably.
50 times?
More.
100?
More.
Totally normal, wholesome kids show without suggestive themes. Netflix.
Boom.
I absolutely love it. Marked safe today from indoctrinating kids because I canceled Netflix. I love it. Yeah. And then that's Daily Wire promoting Bentley, which is their cartoon show. Yeah, Bentkey. And their cartoon show that there's not going to indoctrinate your children by some radical, trans LGBTQ ideology, which, I mean, at this point, honestly, yeah, they're probably going to have to invest in that if you want your kids to know that they're not going to be indoctrinated at this point.
Yep.
So,
or Tuttle Twins TV.
Yeah, Tuttle Twins TV. I thought that was... Oh, that's PragerU.
I think so, but it could be on Bentkey. I'm not sure. I don't know what programming they all have there. I just know I've seen Tuttle Twins stuff pop up in my feed every now and then.
Then, of course, there's this, just like how to be a liberal. Just ignore the problems. Your city's burning, homeless people, rampant crime. But, I can't believe Trump wants to clean up the city. Orange man bad. And, again, you could add in an LGBTQ, parade, like parading and being naked in front of your
again,
kids.
And this right here, this phenomenon, it's called learned helplessness. You know, it's like you don't notice the flaws in your own city and society because you're so used to them. It's like, oh, well, this is just how it is. And then somebody who's not from your area comes in, they go, whoa, what is this? It's like when we went to that bachelor party in
Austin.
Mm-hmm. Like, we're like, oh my gosh, look at these miles and miles of homeless camps. And the Uber driver's like, oh no, this really isn't that bad. They've actually cleaned it up quite a bit. And I'm just like, this is cleaned up?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And again, guys, it's learned helplessness. It's the same thing with what was that thing that Tim Pool was talking about? Like, he went to a city and they go, oh yeah, I got robbed 10 times this year. And he was like, 10 times?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh yeah, it's not a big deal. It's not that big. It's like, you've learned that. Yeah. It's learned helpless.
It's the same thing with Actual Justice Warrior when he said when he had Lauren Chin coming to visit him in New York, and they were talking about moving to New York, and he's like, oh yeah, this place is pretty safe. You know, he says, crime only or whatever, robbery only like
every other day,
and it's like, and they're just sitting there like, because they're from Canada, and they're just like, every other day.
Yeah.
They're just like, it's freaked out because you have, again, it's like what she said. It's like, you're used to it. You've lived there. Like, come live out in the country where you don't get robbed every day or every other day. You're like, being robbed once is a big freaking deal.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're talking about that bias or your lived-in bias at wherever you're at.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, absolutely crazy. But I think that's all we've got for today, man. So
Yeah. Again, so parents, you have to be actively involved in your kids' lives. And this is funny coming from someone who didn't have kids. But, again, it's like what Andrew Breitbart said. Politics is downstream from culture, and like I said, if the culture your kids are consuming is it's this pro-trans, pro-LGBTQ, pro-socialism, ideology. Guess what? Don't be surprised when your kids have a very different philosophy when they get older. It's like, oh, everyone should just share, so communism's good. I think I'm trans. It's like, who told you this? The shows that they grew up watching, the teachers at the school. Again, be as involved in your kid's life as you possibly can. Watch shows with them. And if you can't trust the shows, you got to go to things like Bent Key or wherever. I mean, again, you're going to have to watch entire seasons of crap that you probably don't have time for.
Yeah. Or just, grab the DVDs, your safe DVDs from back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, you have to go to old school Disney and watch just all the stuff that you grew up watching and not let them watch these series that they're pumping out, because clearly they don't give a darn, and they're just here to indoctrinate your kids.
Yeah. 100%.
So again, be advised of what your kids are consuming and be involved and actively invest in their life. Don't just be that parent that gives them the iPad or gives them the TV and says, "I'll see you in 2 hours." Don't do that. Get them outside, get them playing, get them in sports, things that matter, because the culture is trying to destroy your kid's brain, period. So I think that's about all we got for you today. This is the Twins with Owasso Live. This was the Morning Loop. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe so you too can stay in the loop. But that's about all we've got for you today. God bless you.
See you later, everybody.
Sentences over and over again.
The Bible inaccurate?
You don't have a discussion.
You don't tell my people to do anything.
What do you mean, sir?
What you just did.
What did I do?
You disrespected him. That's
How?
what you do. You're being disrespectful. You're being disrespectful.
I'm just asking questions.
No, you're not.
I'm just asking questions.
I know what you're doing. Get out of my church.
Mark 16:15.
I don't care what Mark says right now.
You should.
So where in the Bible does it tell you to come into a church and treat people like this?
No, actually Ephesians 5:11 says expose false fruits.
Oh, expose false fruits, or you can expose them outside.
Okay, I'll go outside.
Yeah, go outside.
Can you speak with me?
No, I can't. I'm not going to speak with you anymore.
Mark 16:15 says go into the world, preach the gospel of creation.
Get out.
I don't know why he's so hostile.
Get out.
I'm just asking questions.
Yeah, and we've answered your questions multiple times, but you're not accepting the answers because it's not what you want to hear. Yes, we are.
Do you need gum?
Do you need to leave?
I'm just asking questions.
No, I don't need gum.
You're not.
Do you have a problem? Do you have a problem?
No.
Then
My problem is that I'm trying to show you guys the Word of God.
You're not going to show us anything we don't already know, because we know already more than you do.
Well,
and you've proven that with what you've been saying to Mr. David right here.
What I said, he's been great. He's
Yeah,
actually
he has
talking
been
to
great.
me. You're just forcing me to leave.
No, I've talked to you for a long
He's
while.
actually, he's actually,
I actually talked to you for a long period
a
of
solid
time.
5 seconds until
a solid
until I
5
brought up
seconds, 5
homosexuality.
minutes.
Until I brought up homosexuality.
Yeah, because I know where you were going. I know where you were going the entire time.
Sentences over and over
Is
again.
the Bible
You
inaccurate?
don't have